It's Festival Sounds. I'm Tilly.
And I'm Bilal.
Before we get started, please, we would love it if you dropped us a 5-star review and we can continue to do what we do.
It takes 30 seconds, if that. Go on. And whilst you're doing that, we'll tell you about what we've got coming up today. We've got Glastonbury lineup rumours. We have lineups for Parklife, Boardmasters, Wilderness, and we've got a return of Am I a Festival Dickhead?
Ooh, how exciting.
Do you know the latest Glastonbury rumours, Tilly?
I feel like I've heard a few, but nobody has their ear to the grapevine like you, Bill. You are the man to come to.
So I got a text. This is my source. And an unknown text, and it said, "This is who I think is at Glastonbury. Pyramid stage, Neil Young." That was proved to be right, and that's why I believe the text. Then 1975 on the Saturday, Olivia Rodrigo on the Sunday. On the other stage, Loyal Kana on the Friday, then Charlie XCX, then Prodigy. That's what this anonymous source, just a number not in my phone book, has sent to me.
This almost sounds a bit creepy, Bill.
How did they get my number?
How did they get your number?
Well, because I'm in every WhatsApp group chat. Everyone wants part of me.
You prayed to the festival gods and they delivered a text, an unknown text.
Yeah, now I could find out by just searching for that number in a few WhatsApps, but I don't really care enough.
Defeats the mystery.
I like that I'm getting little sniffs of information. I think that's cool.
If true, that lineup is, in my opinion, very, very good. It would be a tough call for me to decide who to go to, Pyramid versus other, because that's kind of, if those people are back to back, that's kind of some tough decisions having to be made.
Let's do a face-off. Neil Young or Loyal Kana? Just
because I've not seen him before, I would go and see Neil Young. I've seen Loyal Kana 3 times and he is incredible, but Neil Young is an icon.
Do you think a lot of people think he's an icon?
I think he's an icon. I really do.
A lot of people say that. I like that song about the old man. I'm not sure if it's my Friday night. I think it could be my Sunday night when I'm on the come down. Not you know what I mean.
Yeah, like
when I'm tired.
Emotional come down.
Emotional come down.
Yeah, I think he's just an icon. I think for me it would be rude to miss him because he just is a legend. And I can see why people are maybe confused that why he's not in the legend slot, but I would definitely, it would be one of those where I would be annoyed to miss it. So I would definitely go.
But you have a different rule when it comes to legends. I've heard you walk around the festival site and say, I have to see this artist, insert name of artist here, because I don't know when they'll be dead.
I mean, I didn't want to say it, but it is true.
You say it all the time.
You just never know, do you?
I heard you say, I have to see Paul McCartney because I don't know if he'll be alive the next time he's able to headline.
I mean, and not that I think Paul McCartney's going to die soon. But I even said the same about Elton. And I was like, I mean, it was slightly different for Elton because he was on his farewell tour. And I was like, well, I don't know if I can physically actually see him. But like, you just never know, do you? You don't want to risk it. And you don't want to be that person that has to tell their grandkids, oh yeah, I didn't see Paul McCartney. And then the next year he was dead. Like, you don't want to be that person.
Yeah. Although, what if Loyal Kana is the next Neil Young?
Well, he's probably got many years left, and I've seen him 3 times already, and I can see him again.
That's fair.
His time isn't ticking.
Face Off 2, 1975 versus Charlie XCX. Oh, don't. The 1975 is not that bad.
Yeah, if in case you didn't know, I do not like the 1975. So most
of the 1975 are fine.
There's just one person in particular that I don't like in the 1975. So I would definitely, and it's not even just that either. I would choose to go and see Charlie XCX because she is amazing. But yeah, I would actively be running away from the 1975 because, yeah, I don't love them. But Charlie XCX, this is her year. Like this, that would be amazing.
I agree. One of my problems with the 1975 is they pretend that they're a Manchester band when they're actually from Cheshire or Alderley Edge in Cheshire. And that winds me up as someone who was born in Manchester.
I have many problems with the 1975. All of them involve Matty Healy.
Is the problem I mentioned at the top of your list or way, way down the list?
Yeah, that one's not really so ingrained in my brain as it is for you.
It's funny that I turn out to be petty. Who'd have thought that was?
I just remember when I saw them at Reading, and this is honestly, I didn't really I had mixed feelings about them before, like I wasn't really that first. And then I saw them at Reading, and Matty Healy said, "This is Matty Healy and the 1975," and I just thought, I would not be having that. You are the 1975 as a band. It's not Matty Healy in the 1975. Anyway, we digress. That was my problem with them. Are you Googling whether it's Matty Healy in the 1975?
That's the equivalent of when Wet 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 came back and said, "It's Marty Pello and Wet Wet Wet."
I literally don't know any of those words that you just said.
It was a diss for boomers. The boomers will get it.
I understand now why I did not get this. Okay, boomer.
Finally, round 3, Olivia Rodrigo versus The Prodigy.
See, this one I would actually struggle with. I think either could be, and it depending on my mood on the night, I think I would have to pick. I would have to decide on the day. I don't think I could decide beforehand. I'd have to flip a coin, and decide, because The Prodigy, epic, like amazing, and Olivia Rodrigo also. I saw her at last time she was at Glastonbury, and she was really good as well. So I don't know. I couldn't decide.
Okay, toss of a coin. That's fair.
Yeah, it does feel like Prodigy would like round out the Sunday like really nicely. It would be like a big high end.
Should we chat about 3 lineup posters that have come out?
Yes, definitely.
I want to start with Boardmasters. They've announced the second wave of acts.
Second wave, interesting.
And they've said, leave only footprints on the same thing. A bit heavy on the, we're at the beach.
Yeah.
You've made your point, lads.
You've made your point. We know you're at the beach. You've got a surfboard in the name of your festival.
And what they've got at this beach-based festival, it's called Boardmasters, for crying out loud. We get it. They've got Ray.
Nice.
Ray, who in many circles is considered a new artist when it comes to awards. Yeah, blew my mind, that did.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I saw that. Absolutely crazy.
It's because she's reinvented herself, so that therefore makes you a new artist.
Brand new.
Yeah. But she's subbed by the Wombats, who have a new album, amazingly. Can I tell a little anecdote about the Wombats? I was chatting to a mate of mine at a festival. There was a few of us in a group, and we're just going round, who's your favourite band? Someone just put my mate on the spot, and he panicked and he said the Wombats, and we all rolled around in laughter. We could not believe that we couldn't believe there's someone in this world who goes to festivals who would choose the Wombats as their favourite artist.
I mean, everyone loves them at a time in their life, and then they move past that time in their life.
Second anecdote for the Wombats. I saw them play on top of...
Are you a secret Wombat fan?
I am absolutely not. I saw them play on top of St. George's Hall in Liverpool when it was the Liverpool capital of culture. And they sang the song, It's Why I'm Leaving for New York, or I'm Moving to New York. And I don't think this is the vibe here. Why are you launching the capital of culture singing a song about leaving a city?
True.
But people loved it. There was people around me who were Wombat fans.
I like them. I don't mind them. I don't think their new album was necessary, but what do I know?
What are you thinking, lads? Just let it go.
But yeah, no, I like them. I saw them at Glastonbury in 2019, probably. And it was great. But I do have to say, like, I came away being like, am I cringing? Is this cringy? But like, it wasn't bad. It was just cringy.
Are they at the same cringe level as Jamie T?
Oh, it's different. It's a different kind of cringe. Jamie T is like you should know better cringe, whereas Wombats is like you feel bad for them because I don't think they do know better.
And they seem like nice guys.
And they seem
actually.
like nice people.
They do. And their earlier songs were catchy, and I'm being unnecessarily mean to them.
Everyone loves that.
If they were on Radio 2, I'd be like, why am I on Radio 2? But this is fine. Have I hit the dial by accident?
If I heard them on Radio 6 music, I would be confused, but but what does that mean?
And then Boardmasters kindly have an arrow pointing to Saturday so that we know it comes after the Friday. It's very useful, this
so
poster.
Helpful. Is this just a tell of who goes to Boardmasters?
We're being mean. What has gotten into us?
We are.
It's because it's winter. It's dark all the time. We're getting a bit down.
And we're just dreaming of the beach at Boardmasters.
Let's change this, right? Subbing, Central C, Nelly Furtado, legend.
Icon.
Marabou State. And you know I love Marabou State.
I know you love Marabou State so much that you went to a listening party, I believe.
Album launch.
Apologies.
And listening party, where in this cool little speakeasy bar in Stockport, they played the album. The bar is actually a listening bar. It's basically a date night bar. That's what it is.
Nice.
And it's really cool. I can't remember the name, but I'll put a link in the show notes. But cool bar. Go if you're in Stockport, go to this bar.
Cool, mysterious bar.
I got merch. I got Marabou State socks.
Oh, now I'm jealous. I'm very jealous.
I'll post a picture on I think there is already a picture on our TikTok.
There probably is.
Yeah, didn't get many likes. People were just confused why Festival Sounds is pushing socks towards a camera. Like, are you selling? They thought it was a TikTok shop.
They thought you were on some strange
socks.
Live. They were like, who is this?
Yeah, did not get any sales, but comfy socks. Yeah. Sunday, again, Prodigy, good Sunday. London Grammar, Wet Leg, subbing there. Oh, and Franz Ferdinand are on the list as well.
I think that's quite good. That's a very good Sunday, actually, I would say. I would enjoy that Sunday.
You and I have talked about going to Boardmasters and getting the gang down to Boardmasters. It's just so far away.
It is. I would love to go. I love the idea it's on a beach. I think that's like 2 in 1. You're at a festival and then suddenly you can just go to the beach. That's amazing. It's on the bucket list. It feels like, like you said, too far away.
Maybe we should volunteer at Boardmasters.
Yeah, I think that might be a good idea in the future.
But not this year, because we are probably going to volunteer at Wilderness.
Yes, I mean, I'm definitely going to volunteer at Wilderness. I've already signed up. I'm very excited. I'm so excited to be returning to Wilderness. Been there once. It was a wild experience. We did go the year post-COVID, so it was kind of maybe, I don't know, a bit different.
Do you remember that was when I was given a megaphone and I had to shout to all these posh people that they will get their COVID passes? I remember shouting through the megaphone, I am from the north. I will make you show your COVID passes. And there was a mix of laughter and fear.
Yeah, everyone was like, oh. Yeah, I had honestly one of the best times I've ever had stewarding was at Wilderness. I just found it really fun. I thought everyone was really friendly. Added bonus that I don't think we had to do a night shift when we volunteered last time.
Yeah, that goes a long way.
That's always a little light at the end of the tunnel. But I can't wait to go back. I'm really excited.
I want to see Air. I cannot believe they've got Air and they are below Basement Jaxx, Supergrass, Wet Leg, and a band called Aurora.
Aurora? Oh,
I don't know Aurora.
I think, honestly, the lineup, and this is how much I loved Wilderness, is I told you, put a message in the group chat saying, guys, I think I want to sign up for Wilderness, and I hadn't even looked at the lineup. You were like, what's the lineup? I was like, I don't know what the lineup is.
That is a good sign. Do you remember we were I'm sorry, I have to contain myself. You remember we were in the rowing boats and our mate Ellie was there and another unnamed friend who had had too much Strongbow dark fruits, and the combination of being on water and having necked Strongbow was a bit much.
It was a bit much. There definitely was some man overboard. Well, not man overboard, just contents overboard.
there was a boat next to us, and we were just chatting to them, having a good time. And we were like, man down. And they were pushing our boat with the oar. And we were pushing, we were like, you've got to get away. You have got to get away from us right now. That is quite sad for 2021 that it's one of my highlights of the year.
Oh my gosh. That was because that year we were working on the tickets, weren't we? Or COVID passes even. So we were like one of the first people that people see coming into the festival. And multiple people were carrying their boats into the festival, which I have never seen anyone carrying a canoe into a festival, but it seems to be the done thing at Wilderness. So
yeah, it works on a different level of society to where most of us operate.
It does. Most people bring a festival trolley, but no, I bring boat.
and the boating lake is quite nice.
The boating lake was lovely.
Yeah.
But don't forget, this year, Bill, it's actually Audi Presents Wilderness.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at the lineup poster again. Audi Presents Wilderness.
Which
I don't mind, right? Okay, I know we had the conversation with Lee Martin from Lakefest. We were talking about the commercialization of festivals. I don't mind a little bit of this product placement because festivals are getting more and more expensive to put on. People don't want to spend too much on the tickets. The next poster I can see is Rockstar Presents Parklife. If a little bit of product placement like that keeps the price of a festival ticket down for the regular guy who just wants to go, is that the worst? It's not a bad price to pay, a bit of commercialization.
Yeah, no, definitely. And if it helps the festival run, that's definitely not a bad thing. I don't want to align myself with an Audi driver, Bill. Good thing I've not bought a ticket, eh?
I have driven Audis in the past.
Good thing
I'm sorry.
Good thing I'm volunteering.
Parklife. I don't know if this is a massive coup. Parklife, as well as having Charlie XCX, Georgia Smith, on the Saturday have 50 Cent. Is that brilliant? Is that amazing?
That is amazing. That's really amazing.
It does sound unbelievable. I mean, they also have Bicep, Confidence Man, Peggy Goo, who we've mentioned before on the pod. I think when Jesse from Glastocast was raving about
that's a cracking lineup.
Do you think 50 Cent has a shot at being at other festivals this summer?
I don't know. He's not someone I would ever picture on a festival lineup. But now you've said it, I'm like, he should be everywhere. Why is he not everywhere?
If you want songs that you can sing along to, I mean, you know, when I do it, I get the words wrong, but still, I'm trying. 50 Cent, there's worse you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, hate it or love it, he's a pretty good artist.
Yeah, and I just can't quite believe that he's going to be coming, I don't know, just to a festival in the UK. Like, I find it hard to picture him at a festival. I
can 100% picture him in his Hunter wellies, walking through in the mud. Hey guys, where can I get a vegan hot dog? He gives me those vibes.
It's like when we joke about whoever headlines Isle of Wight and we're like, I just can't picture them getting the ferry. Like
yeah, exactly. Yeah, he is not getting the tram up to Heaton Park.
No.
I would love it if he was.
I would love it. It would be iconic if it did.
Let's do Festival Dickhead, but before we do that, let's just explain why we're not on X anymore. So, as a social media platform, and we're going to keep this short because it's just, you know, sad. There was so much nonsense we were being forced to consume back in November when we stopped posting and we said to everyone we've come off here that we didn't want to see it and we didn't want any part of it. It's not what we're about. We don't do politics. We don't do that kind of stuff. We're always lighthearted. but it was just a nasty, nasty place. So for those kind of text-based posts, we're on Blue Sky. But if you want, you can DM us, message us on Instagram. You'll probably get me on there. You can message us on TikTok. You'll probably get Tilly responding. We finished with X. Let's move on to a different dickhead. Let's talk about Festival Dickhead.
Festival Dickhead.
It's back.
It's back and it never left, although it did leave for a very long time.
Only because we forget to do it.
Yeah. And also we feel so bad asking our guests to just suddenly be like, tell me whether you're a dickhead or not. Like, it feels very harsh, doesn't it?
It is a bit of pressure. We keep the Festival Dickhead messages anonymous because it's obviously them talking about a mate. Their friend brings a guitar to festivals. And the question is, am I a festival dickhead if I bring a guitar with me?
I can picture this person almost to the T. Like, I can picture the type of person, and I already know who that person is.
I'm not sure when you have all the music available to you, like all of the music available to you, why you feel like you need to bring some music. I could imagine you've got a couple of mates and you all bring an instrument. Oh, let's have a jam sesh. That's towards the okay line. But if you are the one person out of all your mates bringing a guitar, you're just about to mansplain the guitar to everybody at this festival. And it's just not the vibe. Roll back a second. I'm going to go firmly in, you are a festival dickhead. Your suggestion that more people bringing more instruments makes it less of a dickhead.
Someone whack out the recorder and it's fine.
Incredibly bizarre. To the point that I'm questioning your sanity right now. So if somebody brings, a drum kit? If they bring those chimes that you put on your knees and bang together, that makes it okay.
Cymbals.
Please, I want to know.
No, okay, now you say it, that does sound kind of strange. I think if it's like a group of you into music and you're like in a band and you just want to jam, maybe that's where I was going with that. Like several
acoustic jamming in a campsite at a British festival. This is what we're suggesting.
To be honest, my biggest question with people who take guitars to festivals is where do you get the space to also bring a guitar, as well as your tent, your rucksack, your clothes, your food, and a guitar? That's honestly, it's impressive.
I would also have questions around what time they play. Is this at 1 a.m. at the end of the night? In which case, please, for the love of God, some of us have enjoyed music all evening. Professional musicians. Talented musicians. I don't need to hear Kumbaya at 1 a.m.
I agree. I do. I definitely
have
see.
I won you over?
I think you might have done. I mean, I was a bit on the fence anyway, because we've all been there. We've all been there when you're walking around the campsite and there's one dude sat with a guitar for just too long. You could almost imagine his friends thinking, oh, one song, what's the harm in one song? 5 songs later, they're like, please, for the love of God, can I either go into the festival or go to bed?
Now that's a good point. Now, how much of the audience feels through loyalty they just have to be there?
They just have to. They're like, oh, clap, 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 well done.
No, that's really interesting because I could see that peer pressure would force you to sit there and politely clap.
And nod with your beer. Great song. Love this one.
And inside you are just begging to go to sleep.
Like, please, can I desperately either go to bed or run away into the festival?
Because, mate, you are not rudimental.
Not rudimental. Oh dear. I think you've won me
mate,
over.
You are not the wombats.
You've won me over. Your stance is definitely the better one, I think.
It's hard for us to be asked, am I a festival dickhead? And say no. We really struggle.
Most of the time it's a yes. I do hate to say it, but
if you bring a guitar into the campsite and you play it at 1 a.m., we think you may be a festival dickhead.
And probably your friends will hate you secretly. They're just too polite to say it.
They have another WhatsApp chat that you are not in where they critique your music.
Where they say, God, that guitar lasted 6 hours last night.
I woke up to it. I mean... Like Ed Sheeran, our performance now has been sadly cut short, not by an Indian policeman, but because we've run out of things to say.
We're being unplugged.
Thank you for listening. Please share this episode with someone who's getting into festival season. They're getting excited. We've got loads of fun episodes coming up. Give us a follow so then you know when new episodes are being released.
And if you fancy sending us any festival dickhead ideas, please do. Or just any ideas. Drop us a message. Why not? We love to hear from you.